Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy coming at you with another episode in our Let's Play Wushu Chronicles series. And in this episode, I kind of have some potentially bad news. As you remember in the previous episode, we crafted our very first unique internal, but this is what the bad news is about. When you betray a sect, the inner will get removed. However, despite it getting removed, you still get to keep the stat benefits that it gave to you. So that's sort of like good and bad news together, because that means that within each sect you can more or less craft a different kind of inner that will buff different stats for you, and you can check the elemental affiliation and all that good stuff. So yeah, on top of that, what we'll mainly be doing this episode is transitioning from the RG school to the Daoist Temple. So since we're basically done with this place, we can just leave and call it a day and then join the Daoist Temple. Another thing to note that I've noticed, when you swap schools and you've obviously like leveled the other school and all that stuff, all the buildings will get reset to 0 or to level 1. Well, 0 in case of the creation altar, and the rest will go back to level 1. However, with that being said, you will still have a really strong workers, like high level workers, in the queue for the next school, and you'll be seeing that right now. As soon as I join, I go to set up my workers again and all that stuff. So yeah, that kind of makes for a bit of a shaky start, or like a shaky transitioning process of hiring workers and all that stuff, since they're basically going to cost like your whole funds for a month for one worker. But it should be okay, because a way to overcome that is to set your first worker to actually farm sect funds. Other than that, I think that more or less covers the information about the unique internal, and I've tested it a little bit more, and from what I can tell, to gain access to a school's 5th internal, you need to have 20k reputation with them, or 20k reputation within the world, from what I can tell. So now we'll be joining Daoist Temple to get a good fist weapon, and we'll more or less sort of be restarting the process of the buildings. But I think that I've more or less figured out a route that lets us overcome, like cut down from the time that we spend in there by a little bit, at least by like a year or two. So now we have the Betrayer's token in our bag, which means that we cannot join another sect anymore, but we'll be getting rid of it this episode. And it works the same way as it did in the previous patches, so it's nothing to really be like scared of or whatever. The only thing that is new now in here is that we can use his shop, and by using his shop, I actually need to turn the volume down, it's a bit too loud. Yeah, I forgot to reset it, sorry about that. So we gain access to his shop, which has medicines and all that stuff. Other than that, we will also have the option to study medical recipes with this NPC by using this option, but we'll be doing that a little bit later, because first my priority will be to set up the workers in the sect. So while time passes, you know, they're actually completing the task for us, and we're trying to save up as much time as possible. So here we go, it's time to hire. And as you can see, the workers are still really high level, which is pretty awesome. So we have the opportunity to hire her or him, basically, because they're the only two ones we can afford. The rest is 600 plus, and we don't have 600 plus. So he has 47, she has 44. Basically, we won't be using them to craft medicine, I think, or maybe I will, I don't know, depends, we'll see. But he seems to be the one that fits the best into what I'm trying to do because he has a high martial arts skill, high money making skill. I think this was inspection, a high inspection, and high scouting, so it's really good. So we're gonna hire him. And now, as you can see, the next one is also really strong. So it doesn't like reset because I think it has them queued from the previous sect. So as many months as I was in there with a level 3 building, which was a really long time, we'll keep having high level workers. So now, since we're kind of poor in terms of sect funds, his first task will be to go and get us more funds, which is this option here. So with that done and dealt with, we will now be heading out into the world and seeing what we can do, which basically will be to go back to the Daoist Temple and study the medicines that we can with that NPC, and from there on we will go and do some events and stuff like that, because now we're really strong and it doesn't matter. So just to show you what I was talking about with earlier regarding the unique inner, you see now it's gone. It is actually gone. Which is very unfortunate. Well, it seems that these stats are gone as well, so maybe when I tested it I had a visual bug or something, because it was 4,000 plus earlier. Now it's only 3,000. So scratch the whole idea with you keeping the buffs, because I just had a visual bug when I was testing it, so it actually gets removed. So it's like completely forgotten in terms of the physical copy and the actual perks from it. You make sure to update that on Discord as well. Okay, so yeah, while I'm gonna be doing the whole medical study thing, I'll be including a link to my personal Discord in the description of the video. Feel free to join, and there you can find translations about all the game features, how stuff works, so you can like sort of like improve your like sect hopping, so to speak, or like take advantage of certain features better and all that good stuff.
上善若水，水善利万物。上善若水，水善利万物而不争。
Okay, so that's kind of done and dealt with now. So what we will be doing now is tackling this event here in the Dragon Sect and the one in Nanjing, and from there we will do whatever quest seems to be suitable, because now we can do a good majority of them considering how much HP we have and how hard we can hit, so it won't be that much of a problem. Yeah. You're sort of like stepping in to try and impress King Long and stuff. Now, since we do quite a bit of damage, this should be relatively easy. Of course you had to heal, bastard. But of course. Well, we'll see if this kills her. Nice. Okay, so this guy will be just a little bit annoying, but we should be able to do plenty of damage to him. There we go. Nice. Big boy damage. Okay, now off to Nanjing we shall go. Okay, so now we get the next part of the Chengdu quest line, which is actually to fight someone in the Dragon Sect. So we'll be doing this fight in Yanjing here real quick, and then we'll be heading back to the Dragon Sect to deal with that. Okay, so you want to shield. I say no shield for you. Okay. Well, you're making this fight really boring, dude. Whatever, man. Just die. Okay, so we got 2 blade skills from these 2 events. Let's have a new quest. Nanjing and talk to one of the beggars. So some dragon sect. Japanese island. This, I believe, is going into Yanjing and talking to the white tiger lady, so let's go do that now since we're here already. Okay, no, it's not her, so maybe it's talking to the girl in red then? No. Okay. Oh, then let's actually see what it tells me to do. Could it be with the guard? Yeah, it's with the guard. Okay, so it starts with the guard first. I forget. I always forget. I skip stages in the quests because of my memory. Let's go and talk to this dude first. He starts it. We're just gonna bomb him as hard as we can. So I don't think he's gonna live that long through all this damage. Okay, now we should go talk to the white tiger girl, I think. There we go. Blah blah blah. So from what I remember, she gives us Icy Heart. So we'll be leveling that inner. Blade skills from the previous two events, and now let's just level up that inner since we have plenty of cultivation. Okay, now she wants us to deal with the abusive beggar who's trying to molest girls and all that crap, and she's not about that life. Okay, so that should be all fine and dandy. Now we go back and talk to her, and she will send us to talk to the, well, one of the allegiance leaders that you can pledge allegiance to. Okay, so he sends us to Tianchi town. What else can we do really quick? Defeat the Dragon Sect, I guess. Or we could do the 2 Yanjing quests. Yeah, that might be more efficient, so we'll go to Yanjing and do those 2 quests. Okay, so he offers us a unique recipe for a certain amount of money. And here we have a really strong fist weapon. And we should be able to craft it now as well. You not only get the weapon, but you also get the crafting recipe for it. So that is actually perfect. Now I have a really good weapon, and it'll make my life a lot easier. Okay, so the first quest that we'll be doing is fighting the Mingjiao Vagrant Faction Representative guy as a part of the Shaolin quest we got from the guy who can open up a shop for us in there. And the second part will be talking, I believe it's either to the big boy beggar leader or to the beggar officer. One of those two continue the quests. I don't remember which one right now, but okay. So now, because we've done that, I think he's giving us the option to befriend the Mingjiao forces. Yep, and join their vagrant faction. Well, not join them, but like by befriending them, you've basically locked yourself out from befriending any other vagrant faction. And I'm not interested in joining theirs, their one per se. Okay, there we go. I believe he'll send us to Chengdu to talk to one of the beggar representatives. Oh no. Okay, so it's just a main event in Nanjing. That we need to trigger from the world map. Well, alright, so that's basically some more quests that you can do and all that stuff, and some more information on the game itself. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button. If you enjoyed the content and want to help support me and the channel and be the first to watch the next episodes or the upcoming episodes and all that stuff, make sure to hit that sub button and the notification bell as well, so you can be one of the first to watch the new episodes. As far as more information and translations on the game, you can find all that in my Discord. The link will be in the description. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.